The biggest protest in history is happening right now, and nobody gives a fuck. So I'm talking about the farmers' protest going on in India. Well, it's more of like an international protest at this point. But basically why the farmers are even protesting is because the Indian government passed 3 bills which will basically privatize the whole farming industry. And this will fuck over the farmers because, the big corporations will roll in and basically, like undercut them or whatever and just run them out of business, right? Like how they usually do. And naturally, farmers seeing that, their livelihoods are at stake, started protesting. And they're peacefully protesting too. So basically all the farmers, they started marching towards, Delhi, the capital, to hopefully change, get the government to change these laws. And this has been going on for a couple of months, so they, first they just camped around Delhi. And they just faced police brutality. Like the police were just hosing them down, just straight up just assaulting them with sticks, beating them down, beating elders even, or tear gassing them and all that, while these guys were peacefully protesting. And these farmers would literally feed the soldiers, give the soldiers water, and they would do nothing bad. They would even help the other people around, the surrounding starving kids or whatever. They'd help everyone. And a large portion of the people protesting are probably Punjabis or Sikhs even. And the Indian government is just not even the Indian news, the government, they're all oh, these Khalistanis, these terrorists. Bro, they're not fucking terrorists, they're farmers. And they're painting them out in such a negative light. The news is trying to make this into a religion thing when it's not. It's purely just the farmers protesting for their livelihoods. That's it. And the news and the government, has been just trying to make this into a race thing when it's not. Right? And then obviously there's these Hindu extremists or extremists in general, right? That are obviously they're gonna take shit out of control. And or just fucked up people, because there's fucked up people everywhere, and these people they'd be fuck them. I feel the majority of Indians or whatever, they don't, they're probably supporting the farmers. I feel the majority, but there's always that small population which is against them, and they're always the loudest too, right? And a couple of days ago, I'm pretty sure they actually entered Delhi, because before they were just camping outside, right? And they entered Delhi again, peacefully protesting, and now the police brutality is even worse. This picture's going around, I'll have a couple on the screen right now, of where the police is just blatantly just fucking assaulting him, and there's pictures, where this is a Singh, they're taking his pug off, they're taking his pants off, they're trying to humiliate him. A pug is very sacred to a Sikh, right? And India says it's the fucking biggest democracy in the world, right? And they're also tear gassing him still. They're shutting down the internet. They're not letting the farmers get water. They're doing such fucked up ass things. Turn off the lights and all that. Tear gassing him and all that again. And literally there's some videos going around where they're just some of the extremists, I was talking about, literally just stoning the protesters. Just stoning, just throwing stones at them. And the police is just standing there doing nothing. And I think that's basically where it's at right now. The farmers are still, they've been protesting for months now, and they've just faced difficulty after difficulties. And the reason why I'm even talking about it today is because nobody else gives a shit, except the Punjabis or the farmers or anything like that. Nobody else really cares. And I was just I was just scrolling through Twitter, and I saw all the brown people be yo, farmers, just posting shit about farmers, the farmers protest, right? And then the other half of Twitter was posting about the whole stock situation, what's going on right now, right? And I was just I just realized it's just the biggest protest in fucking history is happening right now, and nobody cares. Nobody else cares, because humans, I get it, we're selfish ass creatures, right? It's if it's not fucking affecting us, then we probably won't do anything about it. And also humans as a society, we've been desensitized to these types of things because fucked up shit happens all the time, right? You turn on the news, someone got killed, someone got raped, someone child's gone missing, whatever the fuck, fucked up shit happens all around the world, right? Or revolution in this country, protests in this country, blah blah blah, and you hear it all the fucking time. So it's just we've been desensitized to the shit because if you're not desensitized, then you'll probably go fucking insane. right? Because like this kind of like fucked up shit happening all the time. Is just like you need to like desensitize yourself, otherwise you're gonna go fucking insane. And since like no one else was really talking about it, like I felt like I had to do it. You know, that's why I'm even making this video. It's just like because nobody else will, you know. And that's when usually I decide to step up. Like I already made 2 videos about this topic. I took one of them down because, you know, it was whack and I was kind of explaining it weird and all that. I didn't really have the full information, so I just took that one down. Another one's still up. You know, just where I was talking about Baba Ramdev, but that one wasn't really too focused on the farmers' protest. It was kind of was. So, you know, I just want to make one like fully focused on this and have a little discussion about like how, you know, it's just like no one really cares unless if it's affecting them, right? Now, you know, interestingly enough, like the Black Lives Matter movement, right? Like those protests and all that, like you could see like that was a pretty united protest if you think about it, right? It's just like all races, everyone, right, was protesting, except maybe like the racists, but like everyone else, right? They're protesting and all that. And that was, you know, pretty cool to see. But now it's just like, I feel like, especially like when it comes to like third world countries, it's like people don't really care, you know? Like I feel like, you know, psychologically, there's always just people just have a little prejudice in their like, in their minds, right? Just like where they just see other people like kind of like savages even. Not a full-blown savage, obviously, but like, you know, it's just another thing to like look down on people. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but like I feel like most people in general, I feel like have like a little racist views in their head, like, but they're not gonna act on them or anything like that. But you know, they just have it in their head, which I think is harmless for most people, right? But then some people obviously take it as extreme. But you know, we're not talking about that anyways. And also maybe it's just because like Indians are usually just, you know, like the butt of the joke usually, right? Like always being made fun of. Like they're never seen as like cool people or anything, right? It's usually like, oh, like some people may even think of like dirty or something, or like smell like curry, smell, you know, like all these kind of like racist kind of like things. And obviously they're not like super racist things, but like, or even like, you know, when they make fun of like Indians in the DMs and all that, right? And I feel like all these things kind of take a factor into it. Like I feel like, you know, when non-Indians or like non-Punjabis, whatever, right? Because like some people get offended if you call them Indian nowadays. But like when those people like they hear like stuff like this, they're just like, you know, whatever. But yeah, and to all the people, you know, tweeting about it and all that, remember, keep your focus on the bills, on the 3 bills that, you know, the government passed, which are fucking over the farmers, because that's what it's all about. You know, I like, let's not like try to like take the focus away from that, because you know that's maybe what they want, right? It's just like, remember, it's about those 3 bills. You know, that's why this whole thing is even fucking happening. And, you know, let's just support the farmers. And I'm gonna put like a link to like Cause Aid in the description. So, you know, donate if you can. And I didn't really focus too much on the sick aspect of it, because I feel like it's mostly about the farmers, you know. And I just wanted to talk about the farmers, because sure, maybe like most of them are sick and all that, but you know, there's many that aren't. And I just want to make this video for, you know, just the farmers and, you know, the 3 bills. Like I feel like, you know, like the whole injustices against Sikhs and all that, that's like a whole nother video and all that, right? And I know it's just like, you know, like this is like Hindu supremacists in like India, like a lot of them. Like I saw this video on TikTok of like where these Hindu guys, like Hindu supremacists. I don't want to say all Hindus are like this, because they're not, right, at all. Just like how not all white people are racist, right? But there's always some white supremacists. So like there's this video of like some Hindu supremacists where, you know, they're just like, it's just disgusting. Like I'll put it up right now.
जय श्री राम बोल जय श्री राम तो बोला यार बोला नहीं बोल जय श्री राम बोल जय श्री राम अब बोलो भगवान रामचंद्र की जय इधर बोल जय श्री राम जय श्री राम जय श्री राम जय श्री राम बोल जय श्री राम काट दूंगा बहन के लड़ो काट दूंगा काट तुम्हारी बहन की चूत बहन के लड़ो काट चल गेट आउट
Like that video is fucking disgusting, and that actually pained me to see. Like I felt like I could probably start crying at that video. Not gonna lie, like, you know, if I didn't like hold it back, I could probably start crying. It's just like so fucking disturbing and disgusting. And you know why I even put that video out there is just to show that, you know, there are Hindu supremacists out there. And not, again, I just want to say, not all Hindus are fucking racist, not, you know, whatever. but I'm just saying there are some, and you know, just please support the farmers in any way that you can. And thank you guys for watching, man. I really hope this video was actually informative and useful and helpful and all that. And just thank you for guys for watching, and peace.